He still loves you.
It sounds strong. Sounds good.
My son Joe, he was my helper. I don't care what I was doing, if I was working in the yard, if I was building something, he was right there always by my side.
Every time I call him, you know, and he said, "What are you doing?" I'm helping a friend out. That's how life is, you know, it's to help others.
We played all 4 years together football. Well, we weren't no football stars, I'll tell you that, but it was fun. So he was the class president, I was vice president, because I was his friend, he asked me to do it, you know?
I miss our friendship. You know, I could tell him anything.
He used to talk to Joe about his problems all the time. They all were so close together, almost like brothers.
Joe and I met at the grocery store that we worked at together, and he would come in on his days off.
And when he fell in love, he fell in love. That was his true love. And I think it was hers too.
What attracted me to Joe was his persistence. He just seemed like a really good guy, and he didn't give up trying to ask me out.
And she was a very strong woman in a lot of ways. But you never really see them argue. You can see them kind of bicker every now and then, but you can kind of see that Becca was in charge, not necessarily Joe, but they're a great couple.
Joe proposed to me on Christmas, '99, and it was a total surprise.
That's it, right there, you found it. Just the best thing that happened. Love you so much. Big Were you?
Yeah. Oh, he even planned a big wedding. Let me tell you, I don't know how many people he was going to invite. I said, I hope you could afford it. He said, Mom, it's going to be big.
It's like Joe had our whole future planned.
It's our new truck, Joe.
Let me go around.
Here's the inside. Here's me driving it. Back seat for the kids.
He wanted to have like a little family restaurant or bakery, or he didn't care what it was, as long as it was just like family working together.
I was a proud peacock with my son that's going to be a police officer.
He, from a very young age, very, very young, was always into the guns. And he was always like trying to be the person who caught the bad guy. And
I explained to him what I wanted to do, and they said, well, let me help you out. So he kind of took me under his wing. Joe actually, he was the pioneer for our group to try to get into law enforcement.
He caught my attention as a recruit in the academy. He was going to be literally a poster child for the police department.
my greatest memory of Joe is in the academy when we had our OC and tear gas day, because they want to make sure that you can defend yourself and defend your gun and take somebody into custody should somebody attack you. They want you to get the full effect. And then we'd have to fight the bag for a minute, and then we'd have to ground wrestle our partners who were, going to attack us and try to take our guns. Then we could go downstairs and rinse off, and they had, giant fans and this water trough, and I just remember Joe walks up to the camera and he says,
"It doesn't really burn that much. I had chili that was hotter. There in Oak Salad, Mexico. I don't know what kind of OC that was. It might have been mild, but
Was it Cajun?
I didn't feel the pepper. I feel fine."
only Joe. He wasn't fazed, you know, he was just calm and, you know, good in the academy, and, you know, you could tell he was going to be a great cop.